Welcome back to Bills, Bets, and Beers. I'm the host, Chad. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about the Bills vs. Jets second matchup of the season preview. If you're new to the channel, this is a channel where I talk about mostly Bills football, NFL, walk through some parlays for like Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football games, as well as some Sunday games spread in there too. Then go on the other side and do an occasional tasting and rating of a tasty brew. Most try to pick some local area IPAs to put on the channel to push out there. But let's get into this. We're going to start off with an injury report like usual. I always like some feedback on this. If you like it, let me know. If you hate it, let me know, just so I can see what the census is out there for it. We're going to start off with the Bills side. As everyone knows, you got the notifications on your phone when you're at work today. Von Miller's out for the season. He's getting his ACL fixed and repaired, and that's most likely going to kick him out for the next 10 months. At least a minimum, probably up to a full year with his age. So, definitely something to worry about. I still think we're going to keep on the roster for next year, and hopefully he heals up a little bit faster. But don't want to push it either. So it's definitely going to be a weird situation going on. Probably another Trey White situation. Then, Dean Dawkins, he was limited practice today. It's a good sign. He was DNP all the week before. So this week being limited practice, it's good to see with that ankle injury. So hopefully he's able to come back, because it would be definitely helpful against this Jets front seven that destroyed us last time. Roger Saffold, the defensive tackle, he is also, he actually didn't practice today, or didn't participate in practice. Mostly, it said vet rest, so there's nothing really to worry about, but it had knee on there too, so he's been going through a knee issue anyways, so probably just resting it so he doesn't have to put as much on it throughout the week. Then you got Matt Milano. He has a knee injury, and he did not participate as well today. Sean McDermott has said that he was day-to-day on the press conference, so not super thrilled about that. I would love to see Matt Milano playing, because he keeps, when Matt Milano and Tremaine Edmonds out there, everything just blends well, and without that, they're not able to be themselves. They have to take up a little bit more roles than they're used to doing. Not used to doing, but than their original role. So they're kind of pulling double duties, doing a double shift. And when you're at the end of that double shift, after a long day, I mean, you're not putting the same amount of effort into your work, or you may be putting the same effort, but you're not getting the same output that you've been if you just did a single shift. So definitely something to look out for there. Let's go over to the Jets. That's it for the Bills. Great, it's a short list. That's what I'm happy about. For the Jets, around the same size list. The running back Michael Carter, his ankle injury, he actually did a full participation in practice today. If there aren't any regressions, he's definitely gonna be playing this weekend. So definitely something to look for. Then you got the offensive tackle Max Mitchell. He was put on the non-football injury list, and he's going to be out for the season. I'm not sure what happened with that. I haven't been keeping up with it. I just saw that update, so I was like, yeah, that's definitely something to put out there. So, I mean, but their O-line's been beat up for a little bit anyways, so that's really nothing new. I mean, they've had a lot of injuries, season-ending injuries on that team as of late. Then you got offensive tackle... safety Ashton Davis. He has a hamstring injury. He was limited participation today. Definitely something to look forward throughout the week. I think with limited, he's probably going to start and play, but I mean, our wide receivers just have to show up this time. And then you have, I'm going to name a couple names off. Offensive tackle George Font. Defensive end Michael Clemens, and cornerback DJ Reed. They did not participate in practice today, but that was because of illness. You've been seeing that on a lot of these injury reports. A lot of players getting illnesses, especially in these like colder areas where a lot of stuff's going around and spreading. So nothing really too much to worry about there. I think with that, I think all those players are probably going to play unless they are really sick and they're out for 3 practices in a row. Then you would be questioning if they're going to be able to even be healthy enough to play at that point. Okay, but with all that being said, let's get into these key matchups and storylines. Okay, first off, you got the Bills secondary with a obviously healthy Trey White now. He's played almost all the snaps last week, it looked like. You barely saw him off the field, so that's good to see. I see another big heavy dose of Trey White out there, probably for the whole game, most of it. Hopefully he only has to be out there 3 quarters because we get ahead so much. But that secondary is going up against that Mike White ran Jets offense. And it's not the same offense as last year. They added another piece on there, and Garrett Wilson. So something to look out for there. I think this defense is going to be able to bring Mike White back down to reality once again. I mean, we did it last year. I don't think it's going to be as drastic as it was the year before. But I still see us getting probably a pick or 2 and getting some sacks on him. So I just think this defense is better now with Trey White playing out there. And I don't think they're going to be able to get anything like they did before. That's what I'm hoping for at this point. Next, you got Ken Dorsey versus the Jets defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich. Last time they played, not a great outing on week 9. I mean, you had it was not implode, but Dorsey didn't have his best play calling that day. I mean, it didn't seem like he was ready for them to just completely blanket Diggs out. Obviously, he's your number 1 wide receiver. You're never going to plan for that. But I think this time around, they're going to have plays put out there just in case they do that same defensive scheme, which I give a 99% chance they're going to, because it worked well the first time for them. But and just blanket Diggs off, throw Sauce over onto Davis, and just have that plan going from that way forward. Just because it just makes sense. I mean, if they worked the first time around for them, they're going to do it until it doesn't work this time. So what I'm looking for out of him is to have a game plan coming into this, to have a game plan for Diggs being completely blanketed. So we're gonna most likely, Diggs is gonna get his catches here and there. He's probably gonna get towards that 80-yard mark, but I don't see him going over 100. He definitely could if he. I mean, he can break these big coverages, but I don't want to see those risky ball throws if you don't need to. So I'm looking for Davis, McKenzie, and Knox to really break it open out there. Like, McKenzie's been doing well as of late. I don't know. Knox has been pretty visible, but it'd be nice to see him out there more and actually making bigger catches. And he's had a game or so where he got 7 catches, so that's nice. But he needs to be a little bit more consistent. And then Davis needs to stop dropping some of these catches. But, I mean, last week he got a nice catch, big bomb, got brought back by a little holding. So, it's going forward well. We have to just keep that ball moving and keep it going forward with them. So, they need to show out this week, because they're going to try to bracket Diggs. That brings me into the next one. Gabe Davis versus Sauce Gardner. You saw the matchup last time. It didn't pan out too well for the Bills in that sense. But Davis is going to have to win a couple of those matchups. They're going to throw probably not. I'm hoping they don't throw too many 50-50 balls that way. But Davis is going to he's going to beat Sauce at least 1 or 2 times. And he's going to have to make them count. I mean, I'm saying 1 or 2, like it's probably going to be a couple, like it's probably 3 or so, 3 to 4. But he needs at least 2 to 4 big catches in this game. I'm talking big breakout catches, probably 30 or 40-yard catches. That'd be nice. Like probably at least 1 or 2 of those. And then probably 15, 20-yard catches here and there. I don't think we're going to be seeing too many little short routes from him. But yeah, let's get on to the next one. You got the Bills O-line versus this nasty front seven that the Jets have. Last game, they had 5 sacks, 8 QB hits, and 3 tackles for loss. That's unacceptable. We cannot have him getting sacked 5 times. That's like, so out of those 8 QB hits, 5 were sacks. That is just bad on this O-line. I mean, we definitely need, Mitch Morris needs to step up big. And then you have David Questenberry. I mean, if Dawkins can't play, which I'm hoping he can, because that'd be a gigantic add into this offensive line again. But if you can't, Questenberry has to step up. Same thing with Brown. Brown has to step up big, too, because past couple games, they have not been having the best pass pro at times and getting blown up for a couple plays a game. So it's like, yes, they played generally well, but against a defensive line like this, you cannot make any mistakes or like give them show any sign of weakness, because they're gonna definitely exploit it. We're gonna have to try to keep everything at least protected enough for Josh to do at least a quick pass out or something, because he was definitely forced him into some bad decisions last game against the Jets. But yeah, all I'm asking, obviously I'm not playing, but all I would love to see is have Allen have some breathing room back there at times and not be like running for his life like 4 quarters of this game. That would be the rest, obviously a recipe for success, but it'd just be great for this offensive line to get a little bit more confidence in knowing that they can do it and not having to step back real quick when you're facing a good pass rusher. No, I can make, because we had an offsides from Spencer Brown 2 games ago. It's just something it's not good to see. He was definitely in his head thinking, I got to get back here first, because he's definitely going to most likely beat me out. Yeah, it was last week. Never mind, against the Patriots with Judon. But, yeah, let's then get the last one. Allen versus himself. I know it's cliche because he's been having some issues as of late, but we just need, all he has to do, he has to just make the smart decisions. He can't force the ball, and it's obvious. I mean, when you're a quarterback, you say, hey, don't force it in there, don't do this. When he did that play to the Gabe Davis, that was disgusting. And that was a play that most people say, throw the ball away. I mean, it was so weird because when he caught, they didn't call it a touchdown right away because they didn't know if he was out of bounds or not. But I listened to that little podcast they do with that he does with in the basement, and that it was nice hearing him explain it, where he's like, it's already 3rd down. If I step out of bounds, I step out of bounds, no big foul. But if I get this pass in there and they get the touchdown, that's a big win. So I liked his outlook on that. And yeah, it wasn't really in harm's way because no one else was over there, so it wasn't that bad. He saw them giving up in the play a little bit, so it's like, it was a good decision there. It seems like he's been playing more like that, where he's not just throwing balls into like triple covered people all the time. So now he's been playing more, I guess, safe in a sense, safe on a Josh Allen side. But I just think in the red zone he has to be, just like he's been as of late, very smart with these decisions. Just don't throw it into double, triple coverage. Put it into where only your man can get the ball, and if nothing's there, try to run it if you want to, or just throw it away. Don't do anything too aggressive. You don't want to get sacked out of the field goal zone, out of the field goal range and things like that, or make it too difficult. So just something simple. But he's going to be getting pressured this game, and it's going to be a good test to see where he's at again. Because same thing with the Patriots game. He was pressured then, but this Jets D-line is better than the Patriots. Because the Patriots kind of just have Judon over there. That's really good. They have a couple good guys in this Jets defense that we have to watch out for. Next, I got a nice little segment. Put up or shut up. I talked a little bit about this earlier with a couple of these players, but just piecing a couple players together, saying they got to really show out this game for us. Greg Rousseau, he's been doing good, coming off injuries and stuff. And then AJ Epinesa. With Miller out for the season, those two, as long with like Basham and them, and like Shaq Lawson, they all have to step up. But those two in particular, I just think those are the two that are going to have to step up for us. As well as, I wouldn't put Ed Oliver on this because he's not obviously on the outside, but Oliver's been playing well too. Where like if they're getting the pressure on the outside and he can get right up in the inside, and it's a weak like tackles, that's gonna be massive for us. So, definitely something to watch out for. Then I got Dane Jackson and Xavier Rhodes. I'm not sure if Elam's going to be playing this game. It would be nice to see Elam out there. Either one. They're all going to have to, they're all going to have to step up as well. Because we can't have them giving up these 3rd and longs. That's been a big issue for us. I mean, even against the Patriots, he had a couple big 3rd and long conversions. It's like, and in the Jets, that's what killed us. We would do good on the first 2, and then they would have a pass and pick up that first down. Where it's like they had kept drives alive for no reason. If we can eliminate those 3rd and longs, and I mean, yeah, teams are gonna get them every once in a while, but don't let them be converting like 2 or 3 in the game or so. Especially if it's like a 3rd and 15. I mean, those are plays we can stop. Especially having Trey White out there now. I think those are a little bit long gone. So they've been definitely tackling and wrapping up a lot better like that. Then I talked about this a little bit earlier. Gabe Davis, Knox, and McKenzie. These Jets are definitely trying to blanket Diggs again. I mean, I know it's just reiterating the same fact multiple times, but we have to punish them for it. We have to punish them for it by having McKenzie, Knox, and Davis just go off this game. Have one of them have a big game and the other have good games. Because that's what's going to probably free up Diggs over on the other side, saying, hey, we can't be doing this. We're going to let's start throwing sauce on Diggs instead. So, definitely something to look forward towards. Then you have David Quessenberry, if Dawkins can't play, and Spencer Brown. I put this out there earlier. I'll just do a short sentence for this. They just haven't been doing good with these pass pros on some plays, and they just have to get that confidence and know that you can block that person, and don't get in your head too much. I think there's a lot of this stuff going on because they've been playing pretty good pass rushers, like with Matt Judon and stuff like that. So and they have a big test this week. So I'm hoping to see a nice, not sack-free, but less than 2 sacks. Like, probably 1 sack, 2 sacks at the most on Josh Allen this game. Then I got some hot takes here. Okay, last up, I got a hot takes segment. These are not far-fetched, but they're definitely some pretty hot takes. Allen's going to be going for 350-plus passing yards with 4 passing touchdowns this game. I know that's big to say, but I would love that to happen. Then I can see it happening if Davis, McKenzie, and Knox all show up. Diggs is going to have his chance to separate out there, and they're going to change the scheme up a little bit, and then Diggs is going to go off. So that's going to help us out a lot. With keeping in the realms of offense, I got Gabe Davis for over 100 receiving yards this time against the Jets. I think he didn't like the production he got last time, and this time he's going to go off. And he's not going to be dropping any passes or anything like that. He's going to be catching everything. And maybe going for I'm going to give a 6 or 7 for 8 or 7 for 9. 7 catches on 9 receptions. Lastly, I got the Bills D is going to get 2 picks against Mike White, but one's going back to the house. They're going to get a pick 6. We haven't seen that in a long time, but I just see it happening this time. It's probably when it's down towards... I see it happening more towards their goal line. Probably the first pass or 2 off a drive. That's going to be it for my hot takes. And I got some upcoming videos. I'm going to be doing a Thursday night football preview and parlay, Sunday night football preview, and Sunday parlays as well. Same thing, Monday night football preview and parlay, all going in a row. I'm actually going to be up there for the Jets game, so if I can get any connectivity in the stadium, I'll try to do some live videos. Most likely won't get any, so I'll take some videos and I'll put them together into like a nice little short or good video for us. And then a Bills vs. Jets post-game reaction. I got some sponsors. My wife, Elisha, she has an Instagram. It's Crochet with Elisha, Elisha. Check her Instagram out. She does a lot of crochet projects. So it's like hats, mittens, gloves, sweaters, cardigans, all for toddlers, infants, all the way up to grown adults. So definitely check it out. She also does bikini tops and bottoms too. Then I got my buddy Evan. He's got his own channel on YouTube as well. He has it's called Mr. _Nasty Time. It's MR_NASTYTYYYME. That's 3 Y's in that time. So go check him out. He's got a lot of good content out there. He's posting a lot of game streaming videos, mostly doing Warzone 2.0 as of late. He's starting to do some more Madden franchise in there to mix it up. And he also, when he's not doing gaming stuff, he's dropping his weekly power rankings. He should be dropping it either tonight or tomorrow. Definitely worth a watch. He got a lot of good information and content in there. It's about an hour long. But yeah, he also does some UFC content as well, breaking down some fight cards when they're big and nice big cards with some popular people in there. And he puts some bets down and explains what he's going to do and why. So definitely go check his channel out. I'll put the link in the description. But if you like this content, give me a like and subscribe as well. And leave me a comment with any feedback. That's going to be it. Go Bills, and I'm out.